Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Joan here, and today's video is going to be a candid one because I, for some reason, decided that I wanted to answer some questions, and I sometimes feel that everyone knows everything about me already because I put myself out there compared to other people, and I was kind of curious to figure out or wanting to know what else other people wanted to know about me. So I was just like, hey, if you want to ask a question, then by all means go ahead. And so let's do this. And if I say your name wrong, I'm so sorry in advance because I hate that. That's like one of my pet peeves. I don't like when people say my name wrong, as you guys all know. So that is like the one thing I don't want to do. Okay, so first question is already the question everyone's been asking today, is from ORPH 101, and his question is, what's the dream camera that you got? So around 3 a.m. this morning, I tweeted that, let's go to the actual tweet so I'm not like making this up. So at 3 a.m. I tweeted, just pulled the trigger and finally bought myself one of my dream film cameras. And then literally I just continued watching Rebel with a Cause with James Dean. Never watched that film, and went to sleep. Then I had class at 8:30 in the morning and haven't been on Twitter. And then when I got on Twitter, I was like, whoa, the notifications is real. Like everyone was asking, what camera did I buy? And even my close friends, I haven't even told them what I bought. So sorry, you're not gonna find out in this video either what camera I bought. Just know that I knew eventually I was gonna buy it, so I saw a good deal and I was like, fine. Like, I felt like I deserve it after all the hard work that I've been doing. I haven't really splurged on myself besides buying little things here and there, but this is like an investment, so kind of excited and nervous and ready to show you guys. I feel like we're all celebrating my birthday, even though my birthday is like not until next year again, but yeah, kind of soup that everyone's excited for what it is that I'm about to share, what camera that is. So yeah. Next question is from Roberge Matthew, but actually found out it's Matthew Roberge. The question is, where have you visited outside the country and where would you like to go after COVID? So, where have I been? Literally, because I obviously live in America, that doesn't count. I'm thinking of like continents, so I've been to Iceland, I've been to London, I've been to Paris, I've been to Barcelona, and in Asia I've been to Hong Kong, I've been to Seoul, South Korea, and of course I've been to the Philippines, which is my family's homeland, and been to Japan and China, just like the airports. And if I could go anywhere after COVID, I would probably, first off, definitely going back to London now because I have a bunch of friends. Hello, YouTuber. You guys know who you are. And at the same time, I was supposed to go to Italy this year. That didn't happen. And where else? Japan, I feel like everyone eventually wants to go there, but because the Olympics was supposed to happen this year and then everyone's probably going to go there next year, I feel like I don't want to go there because I don't want to go where everyone else is, if that makes sense. And two places I really want to go eventually is India and South Africa and Argentina because it's really close to Antarctica. I don't know. Do not ask. I just really am intrigued by very interesting places that I know people have traveled to, but are not necessarily like the beach island cruise getaway. That is like the one place or type of travel my mom always pushes all of us to go to, but for me, I don't necessarily enjoy those kind of trips. Oh my gosh. I don't know, do you guys really like my music taste? Because I don't really put it out there. So next question is from Blue Eye Dre. Actual name is Ray. His question is, song you have on repeat right now? And then we have another question from Nick. What's up, Nick? What's your current musical jam on rotation? Which is pretty much two similar questions reworded. So I can't pick just one song, but what I usually do on Spotify is I have a playlist for each month. It's not like, oh, it's September and this is what I'm feeling. It's more like, it's September, these are the songs that I just come across on that month. And it just helps me with my OCD and organization. So 3 songs that I am playing nonstop until I'm tired of it and probably will never listen to again until I realize that it is a song that I used to like is Palms by Gus Dapperton. And I've been listening to the new Joji album while I've been skating, but I don't necessarily have a particular song. But I can name on my playlist that I've been liking from Joji is Normal People, Afterthought, Modus, and Ew, and Pretty Boy. That's a lot. And so just going back, so Palms by Gus Dapperton and Right and What's the Use by Mac Miller. So those are 2 songs from Mac Miller. Crazy enough, I just started listening to him more now when obviously he's like not living anymore, which is unfortunate. But yeah, didn't think I would have a certain song that I would like, but it just happens that like after I was like hanging out with one friend to another friend, everyone was always having Mac in their car. So I was like, maybe I'm missing out or something. And then my sister's best friend, who is the beautiful traveler, Cassandra, she put, do you miss me spamming you at random times, ? I sure do. Not a question, but just want to say I love you. And when we go in on a food adventure, ? My stomach is always ready. And so whenever you want to go on a food date, let me know. And obviously, you know, everyone knows I don't really say I love you like that, but I love you. Okay, so the next question is from Robert. It's any plans to come to LA? So I don't even know why I said LA like that. Robert is very supportive. Thank you so much. Every time I see his username, I'm like, he's another like true OG. And to answer your question, anyone who knows me knows how much I love LA. It's weird because like very bi-coastal, like New York City, LA, and definitely I would choose New York City because that's just where I've been like everywhere, like all my life. My dad worked there. It goes hard history. So LA is just a place that I've always go to like every year mostly, and I have friends out there and hopefully soon might move there. And so when am I planning to go there? It's been like every month the same question. So I don't know necessarily when I will be out there. I'm waiting for the air quality to get better. That is what's holding me off. Yes, there is still COVID. I'm not suggesting to go travel, but if I am going to do any domestic traveling, LA is going to be the first location that I am going to. So I don't know yet when, but it is soon, very soon. Next question is from Xavier. He is one of my classmates before in school. His question is, what is the craziest thing you've ever done and/or experienced ? It depends on like what are we talking about, because honestly anyone could say they've done very crazy things, and depending on what department. What is the craziest thing that I've ever done or experienced? Probably the slingshot. Is that weird? That ride in the carnival where like it's like a ball and like it just like a rubber band effect and like slings you really high. I never thought I would ever do that in my life. I would always pass by that ride and be like, whoever rides that is like crazy. But I did that years ago, like a few years ago. And yeah, it was like something that was a lot of adrenaline rushing, but then it was worth it in the end. Like I would so do it again. Like I'm not afraid. So that is probably the craziest thing that I've experienced in a good way. Bad is probably my love life. So Zone Focus, hi Chris. So his question is regular or goofy? So if you know anything about skateboarding, depending on your foot stance, your foot position on the board, if you're like righty, you're regular, and if you're lefty, you're goofy. So I feel like every pro skater that I really like and look up to are all goofy. So I feel like I can't go pro. Not like I'm trying to be, but I'm definitely regular. I am the most right-handed person ever. Like I am the most dominant right. So it's so hard to, I'm trying, I felt weird trying to go like be goofy, just feels weird. And I know in order to do certain like tricks or like be on like a ramp of some sort and like do vert, like you have to be able to like switch your feet, and I'm just like not there yet, but hopefully eventually. I don't know, can't promise anything. So next question is from Wesley. Favorite woman photography YouTubers? That is really hard because I can't choose one because these girls are all my sisters. And so I'm just gonna like think from the top of my head. This is by no means in any order. First person I think of is Karin. She's from Germany. She's, if you don't know her and you are interested in a Leica M6, not even just that, she literally is someone that like I talk to like every other day, and like we have so much in common. And it's crazy because like she doesn't really talk much about the stuff that I do know about her, which is like anime or like Sailor Moon or like literally, I was about to say philosophy, but like more of like psychiatry and mental health. There's just so much about Karin that like people don't know, and her videos are so dope. Literally like her like walking around with her friend in like the subway station, and like just her just I don't know, I just think of our interactions and I just like have a smile on my face. Next person would probably be Esrad, which is Sierra, who is based in Pennsylvania. She does a lot of like experimental film. She's like super artistic talented. She like draws and like creates like these awesome creative like sketchbooks. And what else? She travels. Well, like obviously before COVID, her channel is like very like crafty, artsy, DIY, like try, and like you never know what you're gonna come up with. And she reads a lot of books, and like yeah, that is like her thing when I think about her channel. And then next one is like Tatiana, Hopper, however you remember her name. I actually didn't know her name for the longest time. I've always just known her as Hopper. But her channel is like very educational, talks about films and like a lot of like focus on females and how they like represent in the like creative world. And what else? She just put out a skateboard series, so if you haven't checked that out. And she's based out in the UK. And who else? Oh my gosh. And then we have Madison Beach. She literally also does like a bunch of like photo essays. She does like camera gear reviews. And like when you watch Madison's videos, they're like very, very like pleasant and calm and like easygoing, like no stress, no anxiety. And also like she comes up with like very creative stuff. And Madison is based out in Brighton in the UK. And oh, and lastly, Chris Bartolucci. If you don't know her, I think everyone knows her by now. She's one of the co-hosts on Analog Talk podcast. She also has a YouTube channel, and she's based out of LA, California. I gave you guys my 5 female film photographers as of right now. Obviously, there is way more out there, and I could definitely list who they are, but at the same time, like these are the 5 girls that I actually talk to, go like on video chats with, and like DM, and like we go back and forth. There's like definitely genuine like friendships that we have. And so by all means, like if ever I got off YouTube, I would still support these girls, like woman. Okay, let's see. Next one, we have Pika JYO. Sorry. Like I said, that's like the first thing that comes to mind. Let's see what your actual name is. Joe Morley. I've seen you comment on my YouTube videos, so thank you, Joel. His question is, what's your favorite anime? I wish I had a current favorite anime. If anyone knows, I don't watch anything as of right now besides the films that I need to watch for class, because that's my priority, is school and work and all these other career stuff. But back then when I had more time in the world, which is like, I was gonna say years ago, that makes me sound ancient. I used to watch anime so much with my sister. Right now we're currently watching Umbrella Academy, which is like not you know, obviously anime, but it's, you know, superheroes and stuff like that. And yeah, I haven't watched anime at all since Attack on Titan or Sword Art Online, and then after that I haven't watched any anime. So sorry that I don't have really a recommendation on what's the current anime that I do watch. And yeah, if you want to talk about like films, movies, I probably might be able to just talk about that more, but anime I don't really necessarily watch. So yeah. Okay, so last question is from Adobo Analog. Is it Adobo because you're Hispanic or Filipino, I was gonna say. His name is Max. And are you from Jersey? Because it seems from the DM it says, great episode, way to rep Jersey from the Analog podcast. Yes, it said Philly/New Jersey. Okay, so Max's question is there a camera/film combo you've been itching to shoot but haven't been able to? I've been, I don't know, I don't really have, oh, I guess. So I just recently, okay, so I recently just bought a stock of Kodak Color Plus 200, and I've been liking that, and I can't wait to share with you guys my results with that film stock. But something that I haven't really actually tried that I'm about to is probably going to be the Ilford Ortho film stock, just because that has been the latest film stock that came out from Ilford. So want to test that out with, I'm not sure yet which camera. I literally always just use my Canon EOS 1V for 35, and you know, if everyone knows, I always use my Yashica Mat 124G for medium format. But like, if I didn't have to be restrained by what cameras I already have, I'd probably want to try that film stock with like a rangefinder like a Leica, or still I haven't played with the Mamiya 6 or 7. I've been very curious about that. I've seen it in the shop and like, you know, was very on the fence about getting it. But other than that, or maybe an X-Pan, I've been very curious about that because there's like a photographer, colorist that I admire his X-Pan photos. So those are probably the 3 cameras that I like really want to test with that film stock, just because why not? I haven't tried it yet. And so currently that is probably the combination of like what I want to do next one day soon, who knows? Because everyone wants to know what's my dream camera that I bought, which I am not sharing with you guys. So ta-da! Yeah, okay. So that's pretty much it. I just want to say thank you again for always supporting and watching my videos. It means a whole lot. And stay tuned till the next videos. And if you guys ever have any questions, leave them in the comments below or send a DM on Instagram. I try my best to reach out and respond to each and every one of you guys, because that's just like the good human being thing to do, is literally respond and not leave people hanging. Unless they're bad people, then definitely by all means say sorry, goodbye. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, sayonara.